Welcome to CCTV News. I'm Susan Roberts. Right now, crews are gearing up for yet another day of searching for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. On Saturday, a New Zealand military plane spotted several objects in the Indian Ocean, including two that had the same colors as the missing jet. Chinese planes also spotted objects, but when the Chinese ship Hashan retrieved them, it turned out to just be garbage. Rain showers hampered the search teams, and more inclement weather is expected for Sunday. As the mystery surrounding Flight 370 continues, families of the missing passengers are becoming increasingly angry, with more than 3 weeks gone by without concrete knowledge of the plane's whereabouts. CCTV's Andy Saputra joins us from Kuala Lumpur with more. Andy.
Certainly, this latest drawback in the investigation, this is something normal in the investigation. We are expected to see garbage on the sea there, on these objects. They're not all going to be a positive ID of the plane, but this no doubt has been a major blow for the families here who is holed up in a hotel here in KL for over 3 weeks now, waiting for any news of their loved ones. Yesterday, the Minister of Transportation of Malaysia came especially to their hotel, giving them briefings, asking what else do they need, and trying to appease them at least until they have some more news that they can tell. But we spoke to one of the families in there. We spoke to one of the fathers, and he tells me about the anguish of all the families here waiting for any news. Let's take a look.
60-year-old Salamat tries his best to be upbeat, sharing jokes with who he calls his new family. But they are all brought here by one tragedy: their loved ones missing now for over 3 weeks, along with the ill-fated flight MH370. For Salamat, he desperately waits for any news about his 29-year-old son, Khairul Amir, or as he's affectionately called. The father waits anxiously with his daughter-in-law and his 15-month-old grandson.
The lack of certainty is something that causes anguish. We want to receive news of what really happened.
The efforts, though, haven't yielded any results, but the Malaysian government is vowing to continue the search.
I have said that from the beginning, that no matter how remote, I'm always hoping against hope, and I'm praying. And the SAR is also, in any remote manner, has always been to find for survivors.
And that reassurance will have to be good enough for Salamat and so many mothers, fathers and brothers of other passengers. There's little they can do but wait and hope that their prayers will be heard.
I'm ready to accept whatever God decides. If the plane is found in safe condition, I will accept it with an open heart. If I receive bad news like death and so on, I'm ready to accept any reality, as long as there's certainty. Without certainty, the search efforts are still not over.
That certainty is certainly something that all the families here are waiting for, but it has been proving to be a daunting task for the International Search and Rescue Team. And yes, if you've mentioned earlier in the program, a lot of the families that are in Beijing are still not quite satisfied with the information that's being given by the Malaysian officials there. They are planning to go here to Kuala Lumpur, to come here to Kuala Lumpur today. We're waiting to see when will they arrive in Kuala Lumpur to ask for more information. They have been stating that there are many questions that cannot be answered by the Malaysian authorities in Beijing. That's why they want to be here in Kuala Lumpur and ask them directly about the whereabouts of their loved ones. Suzanne?
Andy, thank you. Reporting live from Kuala Lumpur.